Any forex trading strategies you find out there are useless if you don't know who controls the price and how they control it. You must know that if you want to have any chances of winning. Do you know who ultimately makes price go up and down every day? It's not us. We are not talking about the stock market. Forex is a $4 to $5 trillion a day market. You need crazy amounts of trading capital to move this market every day like that. Do you know who got enough money to move the market? It's our enemy. I'm talking about the big banks. Forex is dominated by something called the interbank market, where banks of all sizes amongst each other. The largest banks control over 50% of this interbank market. From what I remember, those banks are Deutsche Bank, Citi, JP Morgan Chase, HSBC, and maybe now a Chinese bank or two. But that part is not important to you. What absolutely is how they manipulate price. And yes, they do manipulate price over and over and over again. Forex is a rigged game, but that's the beauty of it. If you know how it's rigged, you can profit tremendously. If you don't, you're always going to be on the side that's getting screwed. You must understand how this works. It's kind of cool actually. If you're a trader for these banks, your job is to do two things. The first thing you need to do is to take money out of the spot forex pool. This is where all money is. The second thing you need to do is to redistribute that money back into the market so you can make the price of a currency go up or down. Now the real shit begins. Whose money do they take? Some home traders do make lots of money in spot forex trading. So how does this whole thing go about? Traders for the big banks get a chance to see something most of us cannot see. They can see where the money is sitting. Let's take the euro for example. They know if most of the money is currently long or short the euro. They also know where most of the pending orders are sitting, long or short. Let's say most of the money in pending orders are certainly net long. Now they have a choice to make. Option number one is they take the price of the euro long for a good long while and reward everyone who went long with a nice profit. So the big banks lose. The second option is they take the price of the euro immediately short, forcing most of those long traders to exit out at a loss. Big banks win. Option number three is they take the price of the euro long, just enough to trip those long orders, and then they take the euro short. So the big banks win even more. Most of the time it's option number 2 and 3. It is sometimes option 1, and that's the sneakiest move of them all. I will explain towards the end. But they get to use option 2 and 3 over and over again every day of the year because spot forex traders don't learn from their mistakes. How nice it must be. The gift that just keeps on giving. A smile should have come across your face at this point because you may be slowly starting to understand one gigantic thing here. We can really use this to our advantage. The payoff is towards the end, so keep listening. You must know why they lose first. It's crucial to everything you will ever see from me in the future. So why the big banks get you every time? As I've said before, what you eliminate is often more important than what you do instead. Nowhere is this more true than it is here. So let's ask ourselves this. Why is most of the money long or short for a given currency pair? Most forex traders use primarily technical analysis to trade, which is good. They should be. Technical analysis in forex is key to beating this game. The problem is they do it all wrong. Nearly everybody is using the same tools like trend lines, support and resistance lines, Bollinger Bands, moving average, crossover, stochastic oscillators, RSI indicator, Fibonacci, chart patterns, price level, fundamental, blah blah blah. You know this shit. I've already told you about that. So everybody's using the same shit. And rarely is there a forex trading strategy that does not use one of these 12 concepts. Here's the rub. When the vast majority of traders are using the same tools, they all tend to go long and short in the same places. This tells the traders for the big banks what to do. Spot Forex traders give the big banks a freaking roadmap to where to go take their money. Why are you still one of these people? And oh, by the way, do you remember how I told you how traders for the big banks will sometimes give Spot Forex traders a win here and there? It was above where I taught you the 3 things they do. I'm referring to option number 1. Reward everyone who went long, for example, with a nice profit. They do it just like casinos. If they don't give you a win or even a series of wins here and there, you're going to give up and stop playing. And this is very bad long-term strategy. But like casinos, big banks are rich beyond belief for a reason. They understand this long game. And what does these small wins for traders create? People who swear by support and resistance lines, people who swear by Fibonacci trading, and people who will actually come to the defense of something that as terrible as the RSI indicator. Is it because they've achieved their wildest dreams in Forex trading using these tools? Hell no. It's because humans are emotional and they remember the times they won because of how great and intelligent it made them feel, and they wrote off the losses. Because this is just what we do. We are all guilty of it. The big banks understand this balance between keeping Forex traders in the game and extracting every dollar they can from them at the same time. They could care less that there are some of us who constantly win, because over the long haul they still win big in the overall game. And unlike casinos, if you're a consistent winner, they can't kick you out. So this is how we win. We don't try to beat the banks. We take our cut of the money sitting there in the spot Forex pool, and the big banks never ever seen us doing it. We do this by using really great Forex technical analysis, because by having it, you can still predict very accurately where price is going. But especially by making sure we avoid the tools that make us part of the popular crowd. Just like life. Once high school is over, the popular kids typically fall apart and the nerds take over. In Forex trading, the last thing you want to be is popular. It puts you on the big bank's radar, and that's the last place you want to be. Do not misunderstand this. The big banks cannot see your order personally, but they can see which position is the most popular. And I will repeat, you do not want to be popular in the world of Forex trading. If there's a major price level at 1.15 on the Euro-US dollar, for example, don't you think the banks know that? Don't you think they know there are going to be tons of order there? Okay, let's say the stochastic oscillator, the RSI indicator, and the Bollinger Bands are all telling you that the US dollar JPY is overbought on the 15-minute chart. Guess who knows this too? The big banks. Bingo. They don't even need to have these tools themselves. They will know right when they see a bunch of short orders popping up all nearly at the same time. You need to stop being popular. Stop using the tools that put you on the enemy's radar. There are thousands of technical indicators out there, and many of them were actually created this century special for Forex trading. Almost nobody uses them. Some traders may have tried, but they were not good traders at all, or they gave up too soon, or they've just used it the wrong time frames and not in conjunction with other tools they should have been using. And most of these people who were onto the right tools screwed it all up with terrible money management. Please don't be one of these fools. Follow my YouTube channel, join my free Telegram group, send me a message on Telegram, and let me show you how to do it the right way.